Ever wonder how Sherlock Holmes does it? How he can just look at someone and know their life story? Well, it's not magic, it's a skill you can learn, and today we are going to break down 7 powerful techniques to help you think just like the world's most famous detective, ready to unlock your inner Sherlock. Let's dive in. First up, observe a person's demeanor. Deduction is all about working backward from effect to cause. To do that, you need a starting point. By observing someone's general behavior and mannerisms, you establish their baseline personality. Are they reserved and introverted, or outgoing and social? Knowing this helps you predict their likely actions. Imagine you see a classmate who seems introverted, but today they look exhausted, with dark circles under their eyes. Did they party all night, or were they studying? Given their reserved nature, it's much more likely they were hitting the books, not the dance floor. You've just made your first deduction by understanding their baseline. This leads us to our second tip, the process of elimination. As Sherlock famously said, once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Life rarely gives us one clear answer. You'll often have multiple possible explanations. Your job is to test each theory against the facts. The one that fits all the available evidence is your most likely answer. Going back to our tired student, if you also know they consistently get good grades, that reinforces the studying theory and makes the partying theory less likely. You're systematically eliminating possibilities to get closer to the truth. The more data you gather, the more theories you can discard, until only the most logical conclusion remains. But be careful. It's a huge mistake to twist facts to fit your theories, which brings us to tip number 3, the rule of 3. This is a great rule of thumb for validating your deductions. One clue can be a coincidence, but 3 clues point to a pattern. For example, seeing someone wear a watch on their right wrist might suggest they're left-handed. It's a reasonable guess, but not a guarantee. Some right-handed people just find it more comfortable. But what if that same person also clasps their hands with their left thumb on top, and you notice them consistently using their left hand for various tasks? One of these signs alone is weak, but all 3 together make a much stronger case for them being left-handed. The more evidence you have, the more confident you can be in your conclusion. Tip number 4 is to structure your deductions. Our minds work best when they have a clear goal, so before you even start observing, ask yourself a question. What is this person's occupation? Or what's their dominant hand? Asking a specific question primes your brain to look for the exact clues you need to find the answer. It turns a vague observation into a focused investigation, making your efforts much more effective and targeted. You'll start noticing details you would have otherwise missed. Now it's tempting to want to solve a huge, complex mystery right away. That's why tip number 5 is so important. Don't disregard the simple problems. We see Sherlock make these incredible deductions and want to do the same, but he didn't start there. Like an Olympic athlete who drills the basics for years, you need to practice on the small stuff. Deduce a person's dominant hand. Guess if they're a coffee or tea drinker. It might seem boring, but each simple deduction strengthens your logical muscles. It builds the habit of observation and analysis. Mastering these fundamentals is the only way you will ever be able to tackle the really complex puzzles later on. Next, tip number 6, visualize. This might sound strange, but it's a powerful tool for training your mind. Before you do something, even a simple task like getting a glass of water, visualize it. See yourself getting up, walking to the kitchen, opening the cabinet. This simple act forces you to become more aware of your surroundings and strengthens your visual memory. It also helps you plan ahead and evaluate your choices. If you're craving ice cream, visualizing the entire process of getting it might give you that extra moment to think, do I really need this? And make a healthier choice. For deduction, visualizing different scenarios can help you spot inconsistencies in your theories and eliminate them. Finally, tip number 7, verbalize your theories. Why did Sherlock always have Watson around? It wasn't because he needed another genius. It was because talking through a problem helps clarify your own thoughts. When you explain your deductions out loud to someone, you're forced to organize them into a coherent story. This process often reveals gaps in your logic or connections you missed before. Your Watson doesn't even need to be a genius. Sometimes a simple question or comment from them can spark a whole new line of thinking. So find a friend who's willing to listen. They can be the catalyst that turns your good deduction into a brilliant one. And there you have it, 7 techniques to start you on your path to thinking like Sherlock Holmes. This is a deep and fascinating field, and this is just the beginning. The key is to stay curious, keep practicing, and always be observing. Thanks so much for watching. If you found these tips helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that helps you understand the world in a whole new way. See you in the next video.